Today is Friday, September 21st, 2018. It is about 9:45 a.m. This is the old connector road from Aptos Creek Road linking to the end of Granite Way and Village Drive. It appears to be open this morning for construction crews. There are signs posted on the end of Granite Way, no construction traffic allowed. And so I suppose this is how they're getting around it. It appears they do plan to block off the street with chain link fence. And that may possibly be to allow this tractor from WB Electric to access the area. However, it appears not. Going into Aptos Village Way. This is also taken on Friday, September 21st, 2018. The County Public Works has been out doing work on Aptos Creek Road in preparation for the opening of Aptos Village Way, stated by Mr. Matt Machado to occur on October 1st. There are saw cut and repair places here and further up the road that I will document in a moment. There are also road repairs done by the county here at the entrance to Aptos Village Way. This road has never received any attention from the county, but Mr. Machado said that it would now because of the anticipated opening of the thoroughfare for the Aptos Village Project's Aptos Village Way. And just documenting another large repair, saw cut repair to the roadway. Anticipating Aptos Village Way opening to the Aptos Village Project subdivision. I'm glad this road has finally gotten some attention. The state has been terrible of the pavement. I'm sure the owners along further down, property owners are also delighted. However, traveling further up the road toward Aptos Village Glen subdivision down here, as well as toward Nicey Mark State Park entrance, I see no evidence of any road work beyond the entrance to Aptos Village Way and Barry Swenson Builders area. That could be because this is technically owned by county parks. The County of Santa Cruz Public Works secured easement and ownership of Aptos Creek Road. This is again the entrance of Aptos Creek Road to Soquel Drive, the planned site of a second railroad crossing and traffic light to be installed by the county taxpayers next year as Phase 2 of the Aptos Village Traffic Improvement Project, separate from the development, being paid for by public monies. The County of Santa Cruz did secure ownership of Aptos Creek Road from Soquel Drive to the point of the park parcel at the Aptos Village Project area. And then State Park resumes ownership, as had been done in this area before. State Park owns the rest of Aptos Creek Road going into the park. And it appears there will be some work done here soon, perhaps making way for the second traffic light and turn lane adjustments to accommodate Aptos Village Project subdivision and their developers. Today is Sunday, September 23rd, 2018. It's at about 7 o'clock in the evening. This is the backside of building 3, coming up from the conjunction of Granite Way and Village Drive. The utility pole has been removed that marked the spot of the true location of the underground storage tank. Never tested, never remediated these soils. There's been some grading work done here and some sort of excavation structure going on here. Here's the formerly excavated building pad for Building 8 that was filled in. Upon citizen complaint. Appears to be a utility connection here. And looking at the back side of Phase 2 with some definite water waste. And continuing on the construction area of Phase 2. That's the back side of Building 15, owned by Joe Appenrod. And the area where Building 3, where the 5 of the 10 affordable housing units will be. And the Building 11, the 6 28 to 3,000 square foot homes, 3-story, nearing completion. And looking down Granite Way. Building 4. apple barn. And the loading dock for what was supposed to be New Leaf. For the life of me, I don't understand how a truck will be able to get in here and turn around and unload. And there's to be employee parking where these two cargo containers are. And again, coming up the end of Granite Way, where it connects with Village Drive, and there's no hammerhead, as was alluded to in writing by interim Aptos Fire Chief Prince, for fire engines to turn around in this very narrow, now very steep, because the grade was changed, access to the Village Drive residences. And I see that the paving was done here to the driveway of the Prevasich property. And the easement here for sewage that makes no sense, uphill from the Building 12 residences. Today is Monday, September 24th, 2018. It's about 9:30 a.m. This is the corner of Trout Gulch and Cathedral Drive, and they're dropping in the utility box for either the well or the Village Project. I'm just wondering how this will affect line of sight visibility at this intersection. Again, this is the intersection of Cathedral and Trout Gulch, with the company dropping in a utility box this morning. The perimeter boundaries of the well site have been marked out, even though the fence was moved in. And Barry Swenson Builder did some grading and leveling around the site. You can see the red line painted on the perimeter of the boundary. This is showing the 3 parking spaces marked yesterday by Swenson for parking on Cathedral Drive. September 27th, 2018, they were marked at the same time as they marked the pedestrian crosswalk and markings here for Aptos Village Project. I put in a call to Mr. Machado at Public Works, he knew nothing of that plan and was going to send someone out right away. We'll find out what they did. This is SoCal Drive in front of the lower entrance of Rancho Del Mar Shopping Center on Saturday, September 28, 2018. The bike lane is completely obstructed. There's no flashing barricade, no signs. I did report it to Highway Patrol and the Sheriff, but no response. This is a hazard. What's a cyclist to do? This is Aptos Creek Road coming from the Granite Way connector on Saturday, September 28th, I think it is, 2018. There are lines painted on Aptos Creek Road. And markings on Aptos Village Way. Looks like they're getting ready to open this up soon. But I do not see parking spaces painted on either side of Aptos Village, of Aptos Creek Road. And no markings here. This is a county-owned road now. This is SoCal Drive. It's about 6 o'clock on Saturday, September 28th, and it appears that there is work going on in the Aptos Village Project. This is a weekend, and there is to be no construction work. This also shows the screed line along the property line. Here's the monument set by Bridgette Land Surveying for the property line between the Bayview Hotel and the Aptos Village Project. Note that the chain link fence is encroaching upon the Bayview Hotel property. Note the condition of the pavement on the Bayview Hotel side, having been part of the main construction entrance for the Aptos Village Project for many months, until this was closed off and the project began using Aptos Village Way for construction entrances. Note the damaged pavement on the Bayview Hotel side of the fence. And the fence extends all around to the backside of the Bayview Hotel property. And you can see here also the striping within the Aptos Village Project on Aptos Village Way. With a stop sign at the Parade Street intersection. And it appears they're doing striping work here in preparation for the roadway. They have no encroachment coming in. And they're just repairing white lines in areas where they've trenched. Fence is now removed from this corner. And they are doing the marking today on a Saturday. The name of the company. Dry County 1-800-2177. I'll be curious to see if they've painted the parking spaces on Cathedral Drive that were marked out, much to the dismay of Matt Machado from County Public Works. And this is the well site, Granite Way. Chain link fence has been moved back. This is Cathedral Drive, heading up to Granite Way. And you can see that they did mark out parking places on Cathedral Drive. And this is all new work done today, striping. So once again, they violated the conditions of approval and have worked on the weekend. Being allowed there on both sides as it approaches the very narrow section leading to Village Way. I'm happy for the red line on both sides of this area. And also happy that this retaining wall was moved back to accommodate visibility for traffic coming down Cathedral Drive and traffic trying to exit Granite Way. I'm happy that they have smoothed out the embankment where the retaining wall ends. It was just a cliff that would cause erosion, and it remains to be seen how the drainage in this area will be handled. All across from the exit of the Aptos Village Project. Oh, and already there's a failure in the sidewalk. Probably with the heavy equipment that was required to put in this big utility box. This does block visibility for motorists coming down from Cathedral Drive, which was one of the points I raised in the change of plans in May of 2015. They go again, doing more work. And it is well after 6 p.m., nearly 7 p.m. now, on Saturday, September 20th, 2018. And blowing with no dust control. This is from Village Drive, looking down into the Aptos Village Project. Notice the red line on both sides. That's good. And the new guardrail. Blocking off the connection to Aptos Creek Road that has been there historically for years and was used by emergency response to come to this area or to exit this area. The crosswalk work and the painting of the parking spaces were all done today on a weekend against conditions of approval of the project, and for which the planner, Aaron Landry, code compliance officer, said if it happens again, they'll lose their permits. So we'll have to see what happens. It's also interesting that a parking place was painted in a red line area. This is Granite Way. If one stops at the stop line, you cannot see who's coming from up above. You have to pull way out into the lane of traffic to be able to see it. It's better than it was. Now back on Trout Gulch, and the time is 6:54. And the road work is still in. Today is Sunday, September 30th, 2018. This is Soquel Drive, videotaping the frontage of the Rancho Del Mar shopping center improvements. Note that the bike lane comes along and there is no signage to alert bicyclists of this hazard.